Welcome back to the What's New Player 2 podcast. This is episode 2.
That it?
I didn't want to go all...
Are you sure?
For episode 2, I could just...
We could.
Alright. Welcome back, boyos. This is episode 2 of the What's New Player 2 podcast, and I'm here to tell you... Obama did nothing wrong.
And as you heard, it is now episode 2 of What's New Player 2 podcast. I'm your host, Anthony.
And I'm Jade. Here's the ceremonial that was from the last episode.
That spiked a lot this time.
I feel like, it did it last time too, but that one is its own special beast.
So how are we doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty alright. How about yourself?
Alright. Week's been going alright. Work sucked, but,
Yeah, I know how that goes.
Oh yeah, especially when no one knows how to do their job, but
Oof.
that's besides the point.
Right.
Anyway, so what do we have on the agenda today?
Well, we can talk about Smash Bros.
Oh yeah?
They recently added in the stage builder,
Yes.
as you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought, man, wouldn't it be cool if they added more options to the stage builder?
Yes.
Not like more,
I agree.
like more color and whatnot, but sort of like a cropping tool or like a copying tool,
Yeah.
other forms. Just thought we could talk about any ideas that we hadn't.
Well, honestly, I mean, I suck at creating stages. I'm very glad that they have the entire Smash World thing because
I've already made a few stages.
I couldn't. I tried making a stupid, simple,
Just
I
like a
was trying to make a rooftop, but in a dome shape. It did not work. It did not look
a rooftop in a dome, like a
So-
no teching area.
So no. So you know how in, for instance, Fire Emblem stage, Arena Ferrix.
Yes, how it's like
That's what I was trying to kind of make mine look.
Oh.
But in the setting that I was trying to go for, I was trying to base it off the final boss stage in Persona 3. I was trying to make that, and it just wasn't working. I gave up, and I'm like, all right, let's see what other people did, and I just found better ones.
like
So
Smash Get Ball.
yeah, no,
Smash
there's a
Get
lot
Ball's
of
real good.
a lot of cool ones. So personally, I don't know what else they could add in because I mean, copying and pasting would probably be my thing. I would like, maybe a little more shapes, but otherwise, I'm very happy with what they're doing with it. Personally, at least how people are doing it with.
I made 3 stages that were just preliminary,
Okay.
trying to figure out how everything works. I want
Yeah.
to figure out the way things move and tilt.
Yeah.
And then I made an actual stage, and it's just a simple stage. It's just like 3 hills in the background, like a grassy knoll as the foreground,
Okay.
and like a happy little sun in the sky, because why
that's
not?
cute. All right.
And then afterwards, I spent a while trying to make things like rather
Complex.
no, even and
Oh, okay.
even and smooth.
Mm-hmm.
And then I found out that you can put a grid down.
Oh, you didn't know.
I didn't. No, I did not know about
You
the grid.
didn't know that? Oh, I did.
Although, what would be cool is they have a paint bucket.
Yes, they do.
If they could put like brushes in, so you could
yeah, make it have a little more detail. I feel like that's the one thing I kind of wish they had. Actually, now that you mentioned it, was actual paint tool. Make things different colors. Why can I make the paper whatever they call it
Are you talking about like how the colors are like wood, steel?
Yeah, like wood, steel. Like, why can we have bluegrass or sounds like a drug? But
well, isn't that a type of music? Bluegrass.
You're asking the wrong person here, unfortunately. But how one of my paper in this game is purple, but it is. But make it white. You know what I mean?
I thought it was like construction paper, and that's why. It's purple.
That could be why. But still.
I can totally see
have just the basic colors and
see. That's what I thought that
that's what I thought so too.
Easel?
But
I think
I don't know what
where
it's called.
artists.
I know, the little thing that Bob Ross used.
I think that's called an easel.
It might be.
That's what I thought that was for. I thought that was where you got your primary colors.
But then it was what the hell was it? Again?
There was that. I think it made it negative or
Oh,
positive.
right.
Eggman nigga. That was no that Sonic, what was it? Sonic Rush?
Ooh, have we even touched upon your
my Sonic Shrine?
Your love for Sonic, not in the weird way, like a genuine fan?
Oh, I
feel
very
like we should touch upon that a little bit.
Okay, so I love all of Sonic.
Uh-huh.
I've played almost every single game.
Yes, you have.
Colors was the only one I haven't completed.
Yes,
well, not completed, but finished because the voice threw me off way too much. I love the voice that they got in Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2 onwards.
That was different.
Was it different?
So for context of that, you like the one from Sonic X.
Yes,
and
I love that one.
Till I think his last game with that
Sonic
voice.
Unleashed?
Because I think that was it. I think it was Sonic Unleashed was the last game with Jason Griffith. That was, I swear to God, phone. Why you gotta do this? Come on, friend.
Spot.
It's not. It's just that now I gotta find a way to mute her. Continue with your favorite, though.
Alright, so my favorite Sonics. Let's see. Sonic Adventure 2, classic. I love it. I really like Sonic Riders. I want them to make another one of that. But, like, take out the stupid gimmicks. Because, like, they did Zero Gravity, and it was stupid the way they did it. You couldn't use a GameCube controller. There wasn't a button to do the Zero Gravity. It could have been cool, but it was stupid. And then they did Connect, and that was a mess. The
Connect was a mess, so that didn't help it.
The only Connect game I've ever felt worth playing was the Dragon Ball Z one, and that's because it made me throw up after I finished playing it.
That bad, huh?
The game looked...
I know it wasn't, like, legitimately, but...
Well, actually, I had food poisoning.
It's funny to think about... Oh, Dragon Ball on Connect made me throw up.
Goku made me puke. His Kamehameha made me Kamehameha. But, Sonic Riders needs another one. I liked Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing. Transformed, I'm kind of currently
you see, okay, so the only, like, Sonic games person that I've been into, or not even into, that I've actually played, were Sonic Heroes is the only one that I can still remember playing.
I love Sonic Heroes.
I've never beaten it, but I've played it a lot. I've rented it a lot, too. And I played a little bit of Sonic on...
R?
No. Well, I didn't... That was the first thing that when I first hung out with you, is we played that, and I'm like...
Sonic R and Sonic the Fighters. I love it.
Well, Sonic the Fighters I had fun with. Sonic R, not so much.
You didn't like living in the city? You didn't know you had to survive, did you? Had to keep that dream alive.
I think you're referencing something, and I just don't get it.
That's one of the songs.
Okay.
The songs in the game are so fantastic.
Well, yes, they
don't belong in any game, and I love them so much.
They definitely don't fit, but I mean, yeah. So otherwise, I have played that. Whatever. Sonic Rush was on the DS. That's right. I played that.
That was the one with Blaze.
Yes, that's the one that had Blaze. And
the one actually. She was in a ton.
Well,
that's the one where she was a princess.
Oh.
The Sonic canon gets real confusing, especially when you get into the comic books.
I know.
Have I told you about Pirate King Metal Sonic?
I think you've had multiple times. I just kind of...
It's just...
I zoned out after a while. Every time you re-brought it up, I'm like, okay.
It's just the most baffling thing. For anyone who doesn't know, there's like a split in the Sonic comic book multiverse where Metal Sonic is a pirate lord, and I think it's Amy and Blaze the Cat have to go into this alternate dimension and stop him, and it's fantastic.
Oh yeah.
I love Pirate King Metal Sonic. It's so out of left field.
Okay.
Like when they added Green Sonic, who was evil Sonic.
Okay.
You're completely... We can get off this topic because I can speak about Sonic the Hedgehog for hours.
I mean, I could do that with most of my favorite franchises in video games.
Oh.
What?
Games you'd wish would go to other platforms.
Persona.
Isn't that coming to Switch?
We don't know yet. We will know. As of this recording, we won't know until tomorrow, or technically, whenever Japan technically
announces it. And...
Well, they have their P sound. It's not called that. P bomb.
Oh boy, hear that plane in the background?
Let's try to ignore it. And it's basically a concert that's held for 2 days, and they play Persona music all day. And I kind of wish that they brought that here, or I can go there. Either way, that game has fantastic music.
That it does.
But they already announced more information going, into that. Might as well talk about it. Persona 5 The Royal, which was previously announced last month with another announcement saying
how soon was it memed into Persona 5 Battle Royale?
I have not seen too many people do that. One of our friends did it, and I wanted to punch him for it because I'm like, oh, that's like, it's an easy joke. Stop. You're not funny. You're just trying to be
It's
funny.
like making fun of Fortnite. It's an easy joke, and you're not funny for it.
That's also true, but that's besides the point. Anyway, so the original teaser trailer for it showed a female character talking about how she doesn't like the Phantom Thieves and what they do, and that's what it was translated. Most people, well, at least English speakers, immediately thought, which I thought too, because I was hoping, was a female protagonist. So where, like in Persona 3 Portable, on the PlayStation Portable, it was another remake, essentially, of Persona 3, except you can pick between a girl and a guy this time, which was so friggin' nice.
Did they ever explain why they didn't carry that over? Because that seems like a pretty simple thing to do.
Yeah, you would think so, right? The only difference you would make is literally having the characters, when they speak, just say she. Fix the cutscenes a bit, which, I mean, I guess that in that case with the cutscenes could take a lot of time, but
I mean, as long as you don't really show the main character from like a forward,
they do, and they usually change.
I feel like they could.
They usually change their designs. Not well. Persona 3's case wasn't too different, but like it was different enough to where. Plus, that also in that case of that game, they took out the cutscenes from Persona 3 and Persona 3 FES when they put it on the portable because couldn't run it as well, and so therefore they were able to work around that.
That's fair.
But in this case, the girl is named Kasumi, and
like the DOA character.
Yes, like the DOA character. Because we got more information about it today, and it was, and we also got confirmation in America, thank God. Which, I mean, it would be stupid if they didn't. Called Persona 5 Royal, which makes more sense in English. So that's where the P5R comes in, and it's basically in your case. So Persona 4 Golden on the PlayStation Vita was basically a soft remake, kind of, in a way, to where you still have the main game from the original PlayStation 2 version, but with added stuff like more social links, kind of some quality of life changes, and the new inclusion of Marie, who, again, could also have been a female counterpart to Yu Narukami, but that's besides the point. So she was a social link that eventually also they added more cutscenes and a few more events, and I think an extra dungeon for Marie. And now in this game's case, it looks like Kasumi is going to be she's going to be a party member. They're already showing off like her Phantom Thief outfit or whatnot. Looks pretty similar to Joker's, but slightly more skimpier. She has like some leggings on, but not really. They're making it look more like an ice skater and whatnot, which is kind of cool. Like, not look like it, but her motif kind of looks like she's a figure skater in a way. Like her pose, like the official art that they gave her in her Phantom Thief outfit shows that. Her design though, I think it's nice. She has red hair with a ponytail and like a very distinct.
Oh, I think
You've probably seen it. But this time, this game, Persona 5 Royal looks like they're adding so much more compared to like Golden. I think Golden did add a lot, but this one looks a hell of a lot more. It looks like there's gonna be new social events. There's definitely one new social link. I don't know about this other one. There's this kid in there, which I'm not gonna say for spoiler reasons, but it looks like a certain character in human form, which if anyone who kind of knows the game already probably is like, yeah, we know who you're talking about, but for everyone else's sake, I want to kind of give them the benefit of the doubt and not know what I'm talking about.
I don't know any of those characters, but my guess is Teddy.
Okay. Teddy's Persona 4. Anyway, so there also looks like, but like they're adding a lot more story segments. Looks like they're having a like an actual therapist. Actually,
I'll be honest with you. I thought you were about to say they're adding a Dr. Mario-esque minigame, and I was about to say, well, it looks like I'm buying Persona.
Oh yeah. The only unfortunate part for you is It's gonna be a PlayStation exclusive still, unfortunately, and I mean, I'm still gonna buy it. That's the issue for me. But the only annoying thing with this is that what I'm imagining already, because you know some people are already shocked that oh, why don't they just make this DLC? I mean, I get it too, because not everyone was used to Atlas and not really buy many games from Atlas, and this has been the biggest one that they've ever made, potentially.
The only one I bought from them is Oculus Trip.
Yes. Well, I don't.
And Beat.
I don't. Well, yeah, but they didn't make that. They published that. That was Marvelous, actually.
Marvelous?
That was Marvelous Games. That wasn't Atlas.
I guess I like Marvelous.
But like, as you can tell, Atlas has done things like this before, where they release a game with extra features or something. Or in this case, this game looks like it's gonna be like almost a soft remake / sequel. We don't fully know everything yet, but I'm very excited for 2020. Which other people are complaining about that too. It's like, depending on how much they're adding to the game, which in Japan it's coming out like October 30th. So it's still going to take a while for them to make the stuff.
Yeah.
So when it eventually comes to America, we gotta translate all of that, get the voices back in from the English cast to re-record any new lines, find new voices for
any new characters.
Kasumi and that therapist.
I think
character.
Therapists are considered doctors.
Yeah, but I just meant in the context of this, because there's a social link
With the doctor?
with the doctor, so that's why.
And then just with... Now, if you up the therapist social link, can you eventually get an alternate skin for Joker where he is the Joker? I would love that.
No.
I think that would be fantastic.
I understand that.
Just like a purple jacket with green hair. I think that would look good.
You could just find...
You can find it online.
You can probably find it online. Anyway, so I'm excited for it, but it's going to kind of suck thinking about it in the sense of, so they're going to basically release 2 Persona 5s in the case of if Persona 5S is going to be a Persona 5 for Switch. And since it's not going to be the Royals,
they might do a Persona 5 and then a Persona 5 Royal for Switch.
I don't think they'll do a Royal for Switch. I think that's the only thing. I think
sticking.
Royal will be sticking with PlayStation, which kind of is unfortunate. And in that aspect, it's like, I mean, if Persona 5S is gonna be Persona 5 for Switch, then it's gonna suck for me personally, because I kind of wished it was Royal in a way. So then
it had all the stuff.
So then I would honestly not have to double dip in PS4. But in this case, I'll do it because I really love Persona 5 and Persona.
Hey, it's not as bad as Bethesda with, you got Skyrim for the Xbox, the PS3, the Xbox One, the PS4, the Nintendo Switch, the Amazon Echo. I won't say it because it's in the room with us.
It didn't do anything, so you're good.
Yeah. I haven't changed its name to Echo. It's got that A name, so.
Okay.
I'm not saying it because it will respond.
Oh, gotcha. But the I'm excited for the game, but I think the only other thing that I want to hear from Atlas eventually is, besides a Persona 1 and 2 remake, personally, like an actual remake, like the ones on PSP were fine, but Persona 1's not aged that well, personally. At least,
like graphic-wise or play-wise?
Oh, play-wise, I think, because like it's grinding in that game. It's just
more traditional.
Yeah. I mean, I'm used to it, but in that game in specific, it just does not feel as fun to do
or rewarding.
And plus sometimes I don't know where to go always, and I hate using a walkthrough. I want to just kind of learn, but I think the worst. I mean, the PSP version is not as bad as the original PlayStation version, but the encounter rates still are annoying, and I like
annoyingly low or high.
High.
Oh, jeez.
In my opinion, they're still kind of high, even though in the original was worse. So I'm like, great. So, I mean, I'm enjoying the game, but I also haven't touched it in a while, but I need to. But I really, God forbid, I really want it, whether Nintendo funds it or they actually just want to make it. Give me and other people a Persona 3 remake with the same graphical style, or finesse at least, as Persona 5. Please, for the love of fuck. I love Persona 5. It's a fantastic game, but Persona 3 holds a special place in my heart.
It holds a special place in my bullet chamber.
Very funny. And I love the characters so much. I just really want to see the remake. A remake. They remade the models for Dancing in Moonlight, so use them, please. All right, I think that's enough Persona for a bit. That was a good.
Yeah. So let's see. Persona would be cool coming to Switch because that's another thing I don't have to buy for the PlayStation 4. I would also like them to give up Dragon's Crown and possibly Oculus Trip, but that'd be a little harder. Essentially, I'm just looking for. Remember, I started this conversation with.
I know.
What? Okay.
I remember that.
You
I remember
looked a
the
little
topic. No, I'm just itching because I'm like,
Oh,
all
I
right.
thought you were a little
I spoke
confused.
a lot about Persona. I'm like, I'm just gonna calm down for a second.
So essentially, I just want PlayStation 4 to lose some exclusives, so I have less of a reason to keep the one I have.
Even though you don't even touch the game when it's out.
I really don't. I got Nier Automata on it. I bought the thing for Nier Automata and Spider-Man.
I know you did. Well, at least Spider-Man you played.
Spider-Man, I
So
played a lot.
in that instance, that's not too bad.
Nier Automata, I got 13% through the game. Never touched it again. It came out on Xbox. I am the max level. I am... at least, like, 5 endings in. I've gotten the DLC ending. I've gotten the main 4. I've gotten a few of the extra ones. I'm just looking for games so I can justify getting rid of the PlayStation 4.
That's fair. I mean, the only reason why I get different consoles, and I made a rule for this for myself, and surprisingly, people have also kind of adopted it. At least one of our friends did, and so I won't buy a new console, whether or not immediately or whatnot, but in general, unless they have roughly 3 to 4 exclusive that I actually really want to play. So, like in PlayStation's case, it was Persona, Uncharted, because I still like the Uncharted series, even though I don't think it's the best game ever. It's still a fun game.
I don't know many people who do think it's the best game ever.
Well, I mean, a lot of people like Last of Us, and those are by the same
Last of Us
people.
and Uncharted, they are good games.
I'm not saying they're not good games.
No, I know.
I
not.
love
It's
Uncharted,
just-
but there's a few other games. Oh, Street Fighter V originally I wanted, so that was the third game, and then there was a fourth one I'm trying to think of. I believe it was Odin Sphere Lefisar, or I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a very weird name. It's a game also made by Atlas. It was a port of a PS2 game, and they HDified it and brought it to PS4. It was very fun.
See, the PlayStation's the only console I've ever done anything like that with, where it's like, I want to wait until there's enough exclusives that... Normally, when I buy a console, there has to be one exclusive that I know I'll play the shit out of.
See, personally, I mean, I feel like one's a little too low to buy a whole new console. I mean, unless, like, it's, like, a thing that... A console, like, I'm well aware I'm gonna love, like, anything Nintendo, obviously I'm going to eat up because, I mean, hello.
I bought the
Smash
Switch
Brothers.
because Mario Odyssey. I saw trailers for that, and I'm like, alright, I'll get a Switch.
I was like, Mario. I'm like, well, Mario 2, and I'm like, Smash is going to be on there. I'm like, I'm going to get Smash. And the best part is that now we're going to get a console Fire Emblem game after, like,
However long it took for Radiant Dawn to come out.
11 years now, as of this year, so therefore that's how long it's been, and thank God, because I was getting a little tired of playing Fire Emblem games on 3DS, but, oh god, I can't wait for that game.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be fun. But yeah, no, I had Halo the Master Chief Collection, the Legendary Edition, a full year before I had the Xbox One.
I remember that.
I bought the game saying, I'll get the Xbox on next time there's like a huge sale on it.
Yeah.
And so I had an Xbox One video game a full year before I had the actual Xbox One. But to its credit, with Halo the Master Chief Collection, I sunk several hundred hours into that.
Oh, well, my game had 5 at launch. It had 4 games on there.
And then they added in ODST, which is my favorite Halo story. And then they added Reach.
Yeah, so that's just the Halo package. That's literally 6 games in one. So you can't go wrong with buying that if you know you're gonna play it.
Oh yeah, no, I love Halo.
I mean, in Xbox's case, I just usually, I mean, since I've been with it for so long now, at least with the 360 era, with playing online all the damn time and using that as my main console at this point, I grew with the PlayStation more than I did with Xbox technically, even though around the PS2 era, I didn't get a PS3 until a while, but
My main console, until I think the PS4, or at least until around the time when Smash Bros. Came out, was like the Wii, and then I got a Wii U, and then I got an Xbox Arcade. Oh no, I had the Xbox Arcade around the time of the Wii. I just never touched it.
no, like my main console was definitely Nintendo, just anything. I had the GameCube, the Wii, the Wii U, Switch, and and all the handhelds. Well, almost all the handhelds. I didn't get like the micro, but anything Nintendo just
Nintendo.
has my wallet and my heart and my balls.
I was not going to
In
add
that
the balls.
order, I will always add the balls. Gotta tickle them a little bit,
I feel like Nintendo would not do that.
I won't.
Actually, if it's a third party, if you're nuts,
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't
party,
want them to do it. I'm just saying they basically got me by the balls.
I don't know, man. If your nuts are considered third party, they probably would be like, "We'll tickle them better," because
No, we'll make you a second party.
yeah, seriously, because what's it? They're very pristine with like their first parties, but their third parties they just let go hog wild.
Bayonetta.
Yeah, that's like the top example. They wanted her to be like more sexy.
Which, by the way, another disclaimer. Fucking love Bayonetta. I've been a fan of Bayonetta, taping this guy, but I've been a fan of Bayonetta before she was in Smash. I liked her before she was in Smash. I got her into Smash. I was one of the people who voted the shit out of her. And Simon Belmont, which came to fruition, which is amazing, but Bayonetta was fucking so good. And I love that. I was screaming when she got announced for Smash. Her trailer,
When
so good.
When the second one came out for Switch, that is when I bought it and tried both the second and the first one. Or not Switch, Wii U.
Yes, when the first one got re-released on the Wii U, that's when...
Yeah, it was part of the deal with the second one.
Originally. And
Yeah.
then they stopped doing that after the second print run.
Mine has the thing.
I know. I made
And
sure mine had a thing.
that was the first time I played Bayonetta 1 and 2, and I was like, well, this is fun.
I adore everything about that game. The first one, it's so good. The second one is
It has a fantastic
great.
personality.
It has such a big personality, and I enjoy it so much. I always want to go back to watch some of the cutscenes, and I fall in love with it all over again.
You know what game series I do enjoy? We brought it up earlier. I like Uncharted. I can't beat the first one because I don't have a PS3 controller.
Right.
I
Yeah,
have
you
a
have a ghetto.
Rock Candy ghetto PS3 controller that doesn't have the shaking function. So every time I played the third one first, and then I was like, let me go back and beat the first one.
Yeah.
And I'm up to the part where you gotta run away from the zombies.
Yeah.
And every time, if one of them so much as grazes me, I have to restart the whole freaking part. And I'm just not skilled enough at video games to avoid them all.
That or if you really felt like it, you get the Nathan Drake collection for PS4.
I don't turn the thing on.
I know you do. Don't. I'm just saying. That was if you really had an issue. But all right, straying away from that, I have another topic I want to bring up.
Let's hear it.
Your top 3 favorite Smash Brother character trailers or reveal trailers.
Oh shit.
I mean, I have my 3, but in the order I don't fully know yet.
All right.
But you go first, bitch.
Well, I don't even have my 3 picked out. You know what? I already know number 1, so I'll count from.
And this is from Brawl to
Yeah.
Ultimate
Just all of the reveals
from the internet.
Yeah. So let's see. Number 3, I'm gonna have to give to Greninja, and not for any reason like I like Greninja. My favorite starter was Chespin for that generation. I don't even play him, but like when I was younger and he first came out, I took my computer and I made an AMV of his trailer set to the theme song to Attack on Titan, and it worked out so nicely. I loved it. So that's number 3. Number 2, I'm gonna have to give to Simon Richter because Luigi fucking dies. And number 1, no surprise, it's Sonic the Hedgehog joining Brawl.
That one was huge. Yeah, that was the first huge third party character.
I saw it. I literally screamed. My sister was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Sonic's in Smash." And she goes, "What?" And I showed her.
So my 3 favorites. I just thought about it. I'm like, wait, is that the 3? Yeah, it's 3. So number 3 was probably Lucina and Robin's trailer. I can quote that shit almost to a T still. It is pathetic, but I loved it.
I love Captain Falcon just beating the shit out
of Lucina. When Fire Emblem Awakening was both of our first Fire Emblem games, I made sure you got into it by that game.
I named my first character after a Senran Kagura character.
So, by the time, Smash for Wii U and 3DS was already announced, I already played Awakening and beat it, and I got it, I think the year it came out, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I thought it was so much fun. I really loved, Chrom, Lucina, Gaius, Robin. We'll have that for a different time or subject.
My love for the boy.
I have too many loves, but and I love the voices of Lucina, which is Laura Bailey and all that, and when that trailer came out, I was like, oh my god, Lucina's gonna be in the game! Holy shit, she was my favorite one of my favorite characters in that game. I can't believe she's actually gonna be in Smash. I didn't care that she was a clone of Marth. I was so excited because I played as Marth anyway. So I'm like, all right, cool. I get to play as a character I actually know the full story of and whatnot. And she speaks English, even though in that game doesn't really matter, but still.
Yeah. So it took them a while for the.
But then Robin came out of nowhere, and I'm like, holy shit, Robin's here, and his moveset looked so cool and unique, and that game made me want to just have the game. That trailer made me want to have the game immediately. I need to try Robin out. I need to see how they play. I want to play it so bad. The trailer was so good. Freaking, the way it was presented, I thought it was awesome. Just having the, the old remixed Fire Emblem meeting theme. When it comes out, it shows his thing, Robin brings the thunder, I think was the tagline, and just showed his gameplay off. I'm like, oh, this is so good. And then they're showing the female counterpart at the very end, which I'm like, oh, that's cool. Not gonna play as her, but so cool. So number 2 probably had to be Joker's. Honestly, I love, because number 2 is stuck between Bayonetta and Joker. Honestly, I mean, I was in my head, I love Persona, and by the time this came out, I already beat 3, 4, and 5. So, watching the trailer and give us one second.
One split second.
He's going to go out real quick, but I'm going to keep talking, so it don't matter. We're doing this live. Anyway, so, with Joker's, trailer, it was watching with a group of friends and watching the Game Awards, and, we were all hanging out before Smash Ultimate's release, and we were just excited to, see if anything comes out or, see what games get the awards and whatnot. And, when that screen went black and, showed the Phantom Thieves throwing a calling card, and I'm like, oh, cool. Oh my god, something Persona related. I'm like, oh, it's going to be, maybe something Persona for Switch or just a new Persona thing, whatever. And then, in my head, while the trailer was kind of playing a bit before, the beginning part of it and all, I thought about it in my head. I'm like, what if it's maybe a Smash reveal or something? But I'm like, no, they wouldn't do that. No, that wouldn't be it. No, I can't think of it being that the case. And then, Joker brings, flips over the cards and, oh no, we got a calling card this time. I'm like, no, they're doing that, are they? Flips it over, Smash logo, ongoing, what? And I'm like, oh my god. I was screaming. I was so happy. I'm like, now they're bringing up Persona, literally another franchise of mine that I fucking adore. Holy crap. That was such a good trailer, and not well. Well, the trailer wasn't. Well, the trailer was cool looking. It wasn't like great, but it was cool. But just the idea of Joker being coming to Smash was just so amazing.
I was surprised by that too. Sorry about that. My younger brother had a question about Elder Scrolls. He asked me if they had given a release date to the Elder Scrolls 6.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
Oh
he
yeah.
He said, "Is there a release date for the Elder Scrolls 6 Daggerfall?" And I said, "It's not necessarily its name, and we don't have a release date yet."
Okay. Anyway, so I'm going to mention Bayonetta because like I before talk about Bayonetta, I voted for both her a lot. She's probably my most voted for character. I voted her I think almost every time I could because I played both of her games by then. I'm like she'd be perfect because like Nintendo funded her sequel and made her an exclusive at least for the second game and now third. And I'm like, her moveset would be fun, it'd be cool. I thought about her entire moveset.
And then she broke the game.
And let's not get to that. I don't care regardless. But
it's still a fact.
and then when Nintendo's final direct for Smash for Wii U came out, you're like, oh, we're gonna announce the ballot winner, and I'm like, it'd be nice if that was the case. And then her trailer played. It was
number 5 worldwide.
Number 5. It was just. I saw a pit and I'm like, oh my god, they're going to do it. It's totally going to be the case because he's an angel and that's what she does. I swear to God, Kat, don't even.
How did he get in here?
You had the doorbell when you talked to your younger brother. Would you not?
I'm
Kat?
gonna get the cat out of here.
Go. Doing this live. So, when she spoke for the first time, talking to Pit, another angel. Must have missed one. Then appears from the bat within. Does her pose, and I'm like, oh my god, I did it! I got her in Smash. Obviously not me, but oh my god, I got her. But I have to say, number 1 favorite as of still was the Simon and Richter trailer. Another game I fucking love is Castlevania. My 2 favorites have to be Rondo Blood, Dracula X. You go making those two to kind of the same thing, and Order of Ecclesia. Those two are definitely my favorite games. Like it's my favorite base 2D Castlevania, like side scrolling, and then Order of Ecclesia is my favorite Symphony of the Night iteration. So like I already kind of knew like it was somewhat leaked. At least like a song from Castlevania was put on the Smash website. I didn't. And I'm like, oh, it might have been a mistake. I'm like, but even then, it might be just music inclusion. Because, they've done that before.
Like with Tetris.
Exactly. So I'm like, yeah, all right, that's whatever. But then, the trailer came out, and I'm like, the castle. I see a man in a thing. I'm like, oh my god, is Simon gonna be here?
Luigi dies.
And then, it focuses on Luigi. I'm like, oh, that's cool. And then, I'm like, oh my god, it's totally Simon. Comes out, I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Just coming out with his whip and throwing his whole cross at fucking death. I'm like, oh, this is all I wanted.
And then they showed Richter and you.
And then
you went from a 10 to a 30.
Because Richter's my favorite Belmont and still probably my favorite character in Castlevania, even though he's not like the most
popular.
No, not even that. He's not the most in depth, which I guess that's a thing of mine. I don't mind if they're not completely in depth. But here's just my favorite aesthetic and game and everything. And his music kicked in. The remix of it was so good. I'm like, oh my god, he said the line and everything. And I'm like, oh my god, they're both in the game. I'm like, oh my god, Simon, I'm sorry I voted for you, but I'm going to just play Richter now. And, oh, that was such a good trailer. The music was on point. The point where Richter just sweeps in to save Simon, I'm like, you could not done that any better. You literally made almost all these Castlevania fans happy. You picked the 2 most understandable picks, aside from maybe Alucard. But at least in Alucard's case,
Alucard's an assist trophy.
He's an assist trophy, so at least they still included him because he's still a big part.
And he can be annoying.
He can be, but he's a big part of Castlevania. So I really was glad that they picked, I do think, the most important and iconic characters from Castlevania.
I mean, the only one I knew was Simon.
Yeah, so that was, I thought was such a good trailer, and I was so excited.
So while we're still on the topic of Smash, top 3 predictions. Who do you have?
For DLC?
Yes.
Um,
It can make sense. It cannot make sense.
I mean, look at Joker.
You could even say, what's his name? Mecha Naruto from the Naruto games.
I mean, that's not my choice, but
Well, yeah, I know.
You
It's no one's choice.
You could have that choice.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm not gonna say it's no one's choice because I guarantee you, someone out there loved Mecha Naruto.
Probably.
He was fun.
I mean, fair. But if I really had to pick my top 3, because the worst part is now most of the characters
Yeah,
in
they
Smash.
made this one for you.
Shut up. So honestly, I would probably have to say this is just kind of difficult now because I can't say Persona because that's in the game too. Crap. I would probably like if they added. Oh God. Oh, okay, that's a good one. Soul Calibur representative, personally, even though they have not been on a
Who do you
Nintendo
think
console.
would be?
It would have to be a toss up between Siegfried, Nightmare, or Mitsurugi. Mitsurugi.
My guess was Mitsurugi or Siegfried.
Oh, Nightmare's fucking huge. He's he is literally the fucking
He's got Soul Edge.
that. He's also literally the fucking
Poster
logo
child?
for fucking the Project Soul. Well, at least was. I don't think he is anymore. But Project Soul literally has Nightmare as their part of their logo. So therefore, he's big.
Oh, so then.
So I could see it being Siegfried, Nightmare, or Mitsurugi. Maybe Taki, but I don't think they would bring her in over Mitsurugi.
What about
those are three.
Sophia?
She'd be another one. She's in like one. Those 4 are like mainstay Soul Calibur characters. Like, you know, yeah, you have Ivy and whatnot, but and like Cervantes, but I still think like if you think
Those are
Soul
the 4
Calibur,
safest bets?
those are the 4 safest bets. Well, I would personally like Keelik. He's my favorite, but I know that's a little too far, not too far-fetched, but far-fetched enough to where I don't think he would be the representative.
Slightly out of the realm.
A little bit. He's like in the middle. I would say the clear picks would be Sophia, Mitsurugi, Nightmare, and Siegfried. So that's 1. 2, I personally would like Joanna Dark from Perfect Dark. I don't know what's with that game. I like that game a fuck ton. I liked it better than GoldenEye.
It was a little more goofy than GoldenEye.
And then the thing, I just like the goofiness of it. Yeah, it's a little janky, but I still thought it was fun. The multiplayer I thought was so much more robust and better than fucking GoldenEye. You can probably tell I don't fully love GoldenEye. I like GoldenEye. I grew
Someone
up
had
with.
to fight Oddjob.
I grew up with it, but like playing like Perfect Dark, I know it's like, oh, it's just a better. You know, it came afterwards, so obviously it's gonna be better. But yeah, but why doesn't no one talk about it as much as GoldenEye? Because it was the first. Okay, it wasn't the best. You know, at least in like, it's not like we're Super Mario Brothers. That game is still fucking good. So therefore, that has a reason to be talked
Also,
about.
I feel like most people when they talk about Mario, their first thought is Super Mario World.
I mean, it's a toss up between Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers, World, and 64. Those are really the ones that they throw out. Then you have some people that'll be like, oh,
Galaxy.
yeah, that's the big one. Galaxy, and sometimes you like yeah, Super Mario Brothers 3, I should say. That's another big one. You'll get like the people who will say like, oh, number 2. I'm like, that was just a.
No, Lost Levels, not Doki Doki Panic. Yeah, Doki Doki Panic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Doki Doki Universe is the one with the robot.
Yes.
Anyways.
Okay, you want to be like every other person. Oh, this is a gaming fact you might not have known, even though everyone knows.
No. I was talking to myself.
Okay.
Because there's Doki Doki Panic.
Yeah.
And then there's another game that was free on the PlayStation 3 many years back called Doki Doki Universe, where you're a robot and you got to go around. Similar to like Paddington on the DS, you have to go around helping people. But in this, you're a cartoon robot, and it looks like it's not hand drawn, but it looks like in the style of hand drawn. It's nice.
So probably my second pick would probably be a Tales of character. I still think Lloyd would be probably a nice choice because I feel like he's still one of the more iconic characters from that franchise. Even though I heard Yuri Lowell from Zestria. No, not Zestria.
Yuri Lowell. He's from no. He's from
Vesperia. That one. I don't know why I got them confused. I know apparently I heard he's literally the most popular male character in that franchise.
I could 1000%
so
see that.
I can 100% see him being the rep for that franchise, but I still think that's a franchise that should have representation in.
His neutral B needs to be repeated.
So I think that would be a pretty good choice. And number 3.
Wait, that is 3.
No.
Yeah. Soul Cal, Perfect Dark.
Oh shit! Right.
You can do a 4th.
No. I was about to like stammer and be like, my next one. No, so so Joanna Dark,
a Soul
Calibur reference, fucking goddamn it, Soul Calibur character, and I forgot Tales of character. Right. Your turn, bitch.
Let's see, 3 for me. Well, number 1, most wanted.
Are they gonna be actual picks or are they gonna be fucking stupid meme picks? I want to ask you that right now.
I don't want any of the meme characters.
Just throwing it out there.
The only one I kind of like is Waluigi, but I don't want him in the game because some people decide that it's okay to harass people because they don't get their character in the game.
Oh, and then every time Sakurai tweets, every fucking person, and I hate the people I still think, oh no, we're not all like that. I'm like, first of all, fuck you. You are. I seen you comment on his tweet, so therefore you're the problem. Second of all, they just think it's Smash Bros. I'm like, he could just be talking about life.
Not everything is Smash Bros. With him. I
know.
So like, besides the fact that I do genuinely like Waluigi as a character, he's one of the most interesting ones in the Mario universe.
Okay.
And that's an incredibly low bar, but he is. My number 1 most wanted new character is Shantae. Shantae, I love her games. Her games are so much fun. The character is adorable. She has a great moveset potential. And I just want her in the game. She's fantastic.
And she would be unique, too. She wouldn't be... I mean, I don't think they would make her,
I could see it where...
She wouldn't look too samey. She would kind of look... She would stand out more.
I can see it where her neutral B pulls up a wheel akin to, like, Shulk's, but where you pick between your, 4 to 8 different transformations.
Okay.
And that changes your specials.
Yeah.
Where when you're normal Shantae, your specials can be like your moves from Pirate's Curse, where side B is dashing with the sword, up B is jumping with the cannon, down B is I don't know, maybe summoning Super Pike Ball, or down B should be her A attacks, her hits could all be different styles of whips with her hair. Then if you turn into the elephant, down B becomes the stomp, up B becomes just like a super jump up, side B. Something like that. Number 2 is
Sonic the Hedgehog.
No, I mean I wouldn't mind Shadow, but like that's a story for another day. Number 2 is, now this is kind of considered a meme one, but Master Chief.
That's not as meme. I feel like, at least at this point now. I mean, everyone's making the comparison. Oh, Shulk.
Doom Guy.
No, Joker's in the game and he has the gun. I'm like, okay, first of all, his gun will be more cartoony in this. Oh, even in general. Second of all, Master Chief could definitely work.
Yeah, but Snake has a rocket launcher.
Yeah, but explosions are more cartoony than actual guns. It's weird.
Some people might consider it that, but that's a legitimate rocket launcher and grenades that he has.
Well, the grenades I think were new.
No, he's had the grenades since Brawl.
Oh, right. This is down smash.
The only thing that got different is instead of a landmine,
it just kicks.
Yeah. Which, good. Thank God they did that. His landmine could be broken.
It's just, it was just not good. I felt like it wasn't that good.
I used to 3-stock my cousin with it.
Well, you're a dick.
Yeah, I know. That's what being Snake is. You play as a dick.
And I love it. Ha ha ha.
I didn't make the snake penis joke.
You just did it right now.
I did now because
you just did.
All right. So, anyways, the only reason Master Chief, well, not the only reason. I love Halo, but I had a very vivid dream where they announced him with a trailer.
A vision.
Yes. Where Mario, Kirby, Samus, and Luigi were all fighting on some level, and then out of nowhere comes a ship crashing down, and they all get out of the ship, and they're all like, what is that? And they go looking around the ship, and it's all dark and quiet, and they're like, what? And Mario's like looking around, and out of nowhere comes like a cloaked elite about to stab him, then it gets gunned down, and
I feel like they have to use Samus for that.
Maybe.
I mean, it would fit more, though. I don't think. I mean, I shouldn't say. Oh, they wouldn't show them almost getting stabbed. I'm like, wait.
They killed.
They killed Luigi. They killed Mega Man and Mario. Yeah.
So you know what? Maybe it is time for Samus to bite the bullet.
Yeah, fuck it. Might as well do it. Unless I want to be like, hey, let's make it Joker. I'm like, Imagine literally Joker's hanging out, fighting with Mario, Samus, and like Pikachu,
and then a Covenant alien just comes out and stabs him. God, like what the hell? They're just like, what the fuck?
And then just oh, boom, Master Chief.
Yeah, Master Chief guns down the elite and is like, but I'd like him. And
Number 3.
Number 3, probably 2B. She's already in.
I was feeling that in my balls. Now it's gonna be a thing now.
Well, see, I would say the main character from Oculus Trip, but I don't feel like reaching down into the gutter to pull out my character pick. Even though I love that game with a passion. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, I forgot actual number 3. 2B can become number 4.
Sorry, 2B.
The Dovahkiin from Skyrim.
Yeah. I feel like a Bethesda rep in general would definitely work, and I could definitely see that being a pick.
If there ever is a Bethesda rep, the only one I can see it being is the Dovahkiin.
The only one,
Skyrim's their most successful game.
Definitely. I mean, the only other game I could see also would be,
Fallout?
No, not Fallout.
I couldn't really see, like, any of the Fallout.
I would say Doom Guy.
Oh, right. That's Bethesda.
So those would be the only Bethesda ones I could think of would be a Skyrim rep or Elder Scrolls or whatever, and then that. So I agree with that definitely.
All right, so
yeah,
Endgame's coming out.
Okay.
Are you not excited for it?
I never really been into the hype with these movies as everyone else has. Am I excited? Probably. Am I really gonna make an effort to go see it unless like someone asks like, oh, you wanna come see the movie with us? And it's like, okay, sure. But I don't know. Plus, even like I haven't watched the trailers of it, so like I really have not been feeding into the hype of it.
Did you see Infinity War?
I've seen most of the movies. I haven't seen some of the side ones. Air quote on side.
Did you see Captain Marvel?
No, I haven't seen Captain Marvel. I've been seeing
you.
Doctor Strange. Let's not get into that.
Objectively, it was a bad movie, except Nick Fury.
Okay.
Nick Fury brought so much joy to me.
Okay. But like I haven't seen Doctor Strange. That Ant-Man's. I haven't seen either one of those. I think that might be it actually. Oh, and I haven't seen the Guardians of Galaxies.
The only one I'm not certain if I've seen, like, I know for a fact I've seen everything except Guardians 2. I'm not sure if I saw Dark World.
I think that's a very forgettable movie. That's why.
Like,
I remember that I watched it. I don't remember what happens in it.
Some bits of memory of just red goop appear, but nothing else about Thor: Dark World. I couldn't tell you a single line from that movie.
I mean, it's one of the weaker ones anyway. But I never been into like that kind of thing. Even with movies in general, I've only been really hyped for shit like for anything when it comes to like video games and anime. Personally, I mean, like earlier we're talking about Smash. Those trailers I'm more excited for than I probably will ever be for these Marvel movies or most movies in general. I'll definitely go see it sometime, someday, but don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's just, I don't know, like, I'll see it eventually. That's my other issues. Like, I'll just see it.
I'm definitely not gonna see it anytime close to, like, opening or anything like that.
No, but, yeah, that's what I mean, though. Like, I'll probably see it down the line when it's still in theaters, which is definitely gonna be in theaters. But,
I don't think it's going to be as good as Infinity War. I don't think it's, the way it's been set up, I don't think it has the ability to be as good as Infinity War.
Well, you'll see. You'll be sitting your ass down in that theater for 3 hours and 2 minutes.
I mean, that's about the time of one of the Lord of the Rings movies.
I know, but that's another thing I think in general. I don't want to sit in a theater for that long, I feel like.
If it's a good movie, it won't...
But that's the thing. If it's a good movie, but that's the thing. It's not like where... Personally, for me, I'm going to keep putting this up. It's like an anime movie that I'm like excited for. Or like a bunch of them showing. Other than that, I wouldn't mind. But like... I don't know. The idea of just sitting in the movie like that for 3 hours, I don't know if I'm going to get bored. Or not be interested in it as long. I feel like that might be a move for me personally. I might enjoy more if I like watch it at home, so I can pause it or just I don't know, be able to. I'm not saying I don't relax at a movie theater, but I feel like I can
It's
relax.
more relaxing at home.
I think that's my input with that. I'm not gonna say it's a bad. I'm not gonna think it's gonna be a bad movie. It's just I don't know. I never really been into the hype of Marvel movies.
Oh no, I don't think it's gonna be bad. I think the way they've set it up. It's like Spider-Man's coming back. They're gonna unsnap all the new franchises. The only suspenseful part left, like they're gonna beat Thanos. The only suspenseful part left is like who's gonna die, and
it's gonna be Cap, and it's gonna fucking hurt me a bit.
Anyone,
that's one of the things. When Cap does die, because I mean,
he's been talking about it.
Let alone fucking, it makes sense in the lore.
Cap gets clapped. Cap gets clapped.
Shut up. No, because I know Winter Soldier. I think technically is supposed to take over.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's supposed to become Cap, but like also in the comics, Cap gets clapped. Thanos literally squishes his head in between his hands. He claps his head.
Ew.
Cap gets clapped.
Ew. Gross.
I don't think they'll kill Iron Man because I'm fairly certain he's supposed to make more appearances.
I mean, if anything, yeah, probably. That wouldn't shock me. But yeah, Cap dying will probably set me. He's probably next to the Black Widow, who fucking still. I know.
A lot of people are saying she's gonna bite the dust too, and that's gonna bring out the Hulk.
That'll fucking suck. I mean, I know it's like, oh, she's getting her own standalone in fucking
that's
Phase 4 or whatever. But it's like, why could you do that earlier? Fuck you and all your.
I think they canceled the first one.
They probably did, but it's like, why? Like, oh, we're gonna make your Ant-Man's. Who gives a shit? They're not that
they
good
were
of
going
movies.
to make hers, and then people they assumed were like, we don't want to see this, so they canceled it, and now they're like, we're gonna do an origin story for her, but it's very, very late. Although they didn't do a good job of really advertising her.
No,
I didn't know she was in Iron Man 3. I did not know that.
I know that was an issue in general, but I don't know. Like those are like the two characters besides the new Spider-Man that interest me in the movie in the cinematic universe now.
I love the new Spider-Man.
I love him too. He's so good and he's so cute.
One of my favorite renditions of Spider-Man.
Definitely. He's literally the right balance.
I liked Sam Raimi's Spider-Man was really good.
Yeah.
And the new Marvel Spider-Man is really good. Did not like that one with Andrew.
Spider-Man. Yeah. I remember seeing the first one with one of our friends, and then I never seen the second one, and I'm glad I didn't because I heard things about him like, ew, it was bad.
Heard about someone else getting the snap.
That one was just fucking dumb. But I'm like,
it happens. It's happened in the comics.
I know it has. I'm not saying it wouldn't or didn't.
Also, I didn't know this. There's in the comics at the end of Infinity War, Thanos does end up on a farm at the end of Infinity War, and apparently they kept that into the Infinity War movie.
Huh. That's neat.
Yeah.
Someone's dying on a train.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I think that exhausts enough of the topics. We've been going on for quite a while already. So, yeah. I think that might end this episode for this week or whenever this goes up.
All right.
Depending on iTunes. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed.
Space Jam 2 is coming out. I forgot about that. I just need to quickly say that Space Jam 2 is a thing, and it's got LeBron James in it. All right. So, we're good.
Okay.
You may continue to take us out.
I mean, I'll go out. I'll just leave.
All right.
All right. Bye.
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 Bye. All right. Well, you've been watching the What's New Player 2 podcast. I've been Jay, and that guy's been Anthony. We love you.